Okay, if you have 30 minutes, let me your time. Let me your ears. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's see what's going on with transfer news today, because I am here thinking that maybe Manchester United may make some moves, but guess what? I was dead wrong. Because Manchester United ain't made no move. Matter of fact, there is a
Here we go.
but it is different. It is Anthony Elanga all the way to Newcastle from Nottingham Forest. Matter of fact, this is a deal that we have been keeping an eye on. We know that it was happening, but it is now official. Anthony Elanga to Newcastle. Here we go. Deal in place, club to club with Nottingham Forest for 55 million. Yo! Pounds. 55. Agreement also in place with Players Camp on long-term deal. This is crazy. Anthony Elanga, 55 mil. We're going to talk about this. We're going to talk more about it. We're going to talk about Noni Madueke, who might be also on the move to the Arsenal. My name is Botswana Papi. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so. If you watch this and you don't hit like, I'll find you. Football Power Hour. Ooh, I can't wait to get rid of this intro. The moment Ganacho is announced, here we go. That will be the day. That'll be the day we celebrate. But anyway, today's Here We Go belongs to Anthony Elanga. Rhythm is a dancer. You know what? Give flowers to Anthony Elanga. Let's actually just take a little bit of a deeper look at how his career has gone ever since he left Manchester United. He's been doing good. We have to give him his flowers and say his career is on the upward trajectory. To leave a club like Nottingham Forest that was sort of more or less poised to get Champions League football until the last 7 weeks, 7 weeks of the Premier League, things just got really bad for Nottingham Forest, and we remember the fight, the spat between Nuno Espirito Santo and the owner of Nottingham Forest. Um, it's just been like, very very sad to see how they narrowly missed out on Champions League football, but or European football nonetheless. So the situation with his career is the one that's very interesting because he was a player that I always go back to Ralph Rangnick and say Ralph Rangnick saw the greatness in Anthony Elanga and said, this guy, he is a young professional that is very disciplined and he deserves to be looked at as an example. And he cited him giving, or rather firing shots at people like Alejandro Garnacho and people like Marcus Rashford, saying Anthony Elanga was an example. So he deserves, like when Ralph Rangnick says something about a player, he's almost got a little bit of that. Like, of course, there'll be hit a few misses here, but a lot of what Mourinho says is more hits than misses. A lot of what Ralph Rangnick says is more hits than misses. You know what I'm saying? So Ralph Rangnick really, 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 really hit the nail on the head a long time ago about pointing out Anthony Alanga and saying that he is a prospect for the future, and the way he carried himself, shows that he has a bright future ahead of him. So, and this is materializing in front of us. You know, he mentioned it that he has a great mentality. He showered Ralph Rangnick showered Elanga with a lot of compliments when you look back at it. You know, it's incredible how his career has gone, and whatever. Eric Ten Hag sold Elanga to try and obviously accommodate Anthony. There was that, right? That's how his career sort of like unraveled. So but good for him. He ended up at a team like Nottingham Forest where he could shine. I think like that we made a formidable front line. Taiwo Awoniyi, um, even what's his name? The wingback guy. What's his name? Chelsea guy, Odoi Hudson Odoi. They are Nottingham Forest was just a very good team last season, and it was very very sad to see how they ran out of steam towards the end. Because some people were actually even thinking that they would win the Premier League, but we all know how that went. But at the end of the day, the spotlight goes back to Anthony Elanga. I was just giving a little bit of a summary of like how Ralph Rangnick used to shower this guy with praises and mentioned that he had a bright future ahead of him. And then, unfortunately, like he had to leave when Eric Ten Hag was in the dugout, you know. And now we're seeing the kind of player he is, and there's that thing about like when you are real class, you'll shine. When you believe in yourself, you put the work in, you got talent, and you really, really, really apply yourself, everything else will fall according to place. That is why we look at people like Jadon Sancho saying, you ain't shit. That is why you're out here hogging a spot at Manchester United, refusing to take a pay cut. But anyway, Anthony Alanga went to Nottingham Forest. Career has been good. Let's look at his stats really quickly and give the boy his flowers. So, just this past season, Anthony Alanga, he has 17 GA in just the Premier League. 17. Anthony David Jr. Elanga in the Premier League season of 2024-2025, he had 17 GA. The season prior, 23-24, in the Premier League, he had 14 GA. If you look in the dictionary for progression, you'll see a picture of Anthony Elanga looking like this. That is absolute progression. That is leveling up. And you know what? The question now has to be asked. Big up to Stratford Elite in the building saying, you think Elanga will cook at Newcastle? This is the question that I wanted to pose. What is Elanga's expected GA? If he got 14 in the Premier League the season before last, and then he gets what, 15, no, 16 or 17 GA in this season that just passed, what is his expected output for his new chapter at Newcastle? I'd say for me, I see another good season, and him and Isak could cook. He'll put in the crosses for Isak. He'll be on the break because Anthony Alanga is fast, guys. Don't remember he's got a bike. You know what? He can hop on the bike. Shout out to Riri, by the way, saying, quick, here we go show. You know how it is. We're bringing back the 30-minute recap shows at the end of the day. We're going to try to aim for 3 this week. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I'd say between 12 and 20 GA. I know that's a big bandwidth. Between 13 and 19 GA. That is my my expectation for Anthony Elanga at Newcastle. Shout out to Stephanie in the building. We're talking about Anthony Elanga. Rhythm is a dancer. What a beautiful trajectory for his life, to making levels up to a team like Newcastle. And he is, you know what? Yeah, it's a step up going from Nottingham Forest to Newcastle because they stand a very, 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 very good chance. They're a very, very strong team. Next season, looking at just where they finished fifth. No Thursday night football for Anthony Alanga. He's playing in the big league. GA, come on, Stephanie, not goal avoidance. This is Anthony Alanga we're talking about. What is his expected GA in your opinion? Where do you think he'll end up? Because let's not forget, I think he was third or fourth in the Premier League stats. Let's see, in terms of assists, the person who was top was obviously Mo Salah. But where was Elanga? He was there third. Mo Salah, Jacob Murphy, and then Anthony Elanga. So he got more assists than Damsgaard, than Morgan Rogers, than Bukayo Saka, more than Bruno Fernandes, more than Heung-min Song, more than Savinho. Put some respect on Anthony Elanga's name and hit the like button. You know what? Next step after Newcastle. Hola, it's Barcelona. He'll do well with the barcode, says Stephanie. Elanga is better. Ganacho with his performances were much better, says Wrap Up. Wait, Elanga is better. Ganacho. Oh, he's better than Ganacho. I think Wrap Up is saying Elanga is better than Ganacho, which, you know what? Like, I remember that goal that he scored. Was it versus Chelsea? He was just gliding. He actually had all right dribbling at Man United. There was just a few spurts where you're like, okay, this player can be a long-term backup at Man United, if he's actually given the chance. And I feel like maybe should we have loaned him or should we have just sold him? I think in retrospect, we should have just sold him. We are going to make some money from this, by the way. We're going to get some change. Manchester United is going to get a little bit of change. So at the end of the day, we should be a club where we have players like this, like Anthony Alanga, that grow in our backyard. And then from there, we go on to sell them and they have prosperous careers. You know, I remember when Ranić said, "You will not go out on loan. You will stay here." And then he was set free. So big up to Anthony Elanga. Big up to also Nero in the building saying, "Hi all." Lies joke, I promise. Someone asked me if Papi is artificially intelligent. I said no, he's
Here we go.
Nero, that's a bad joke, but nobody's joking in the you and Stephanie are the only people that are like throwing in the jokes in the chat. So you know what? Big up yourself, Nero. Um Another player that is potentially on the move is Noni Madueke. Noni. Noni Madueke is also one of those wingers that actually had a good output in the Premier League, um, or rather, like a good contribution for that team. Because let's take a little bit of a closer look at Noni Madueke's stats for the season that just passed. He had what, 11 GA, which is between average and good. A little bit closer to the average side. It's actually average when you think about it. It's average, but Arsenal. is looking at Noni Madueke. Can you guys believe this? Noni Madueke. Arsenal, they signed Zubimendi, get Jokeresh. They're working on Eze. There's all this talk about Rodrigo, maybe. Arsenal is moving like a serious club, and they're now talking about bolstering their team with a player like Noni Madueke. For me, I don't know. Noni Madueke, I'm not convinced. And it's not just the stats. It's just, I don't know. It's like you can tell that he has good attributes, but it's not, it takes more than good attributes to be a first teamer. So that is why I stand on Noni Madueke. For me, I'm like, please, Arsenal, sign him up. Because the moment Saka gets injured, they're going to have to plug in Noni Madueke. And we'll see there. We'll see. We will be there. We will see how he will perform if he goes to Arteta's army. I want to say big up to you, by the way, if you're just tuning in. Thank you for being here. There was an David Ornstein bomba that we got to quickly talk about as well, by the way. Um, imagine before we talk about the Ornstein bomba, I'm just thinking about that front three. If say they get rid of Arsenal, get rid of Martinelli, right? They could have potentially have, and if this Eze talk is really true, but I believe it's paper talk. But hey, man, they just got Jokeres, so uh, you can't dispel anything now. So if they have Saka on the right, Jokeres in the middle, you could actually even put Madueke on the left, or if they will go ahead and get Eze, man, these guys are trying to win the title, bro. I don't know if I'm the only one that's just looking at Arsenal with the jealous eye and just saying, why are we so stagnant? We need to do better. Anyway, the David Austin bomber that I was referencing, by the way, is about Man United ending secret talks over record breaking Amazon series. I bet this is to do with the all or nothing that we always see Amazon doing this, giving you a very sometimes uh, um, inside scoop about sometimes transfer dealings or how a club is handling particular players, some coaching, a little bit more in-depth you know view into like the tactical and coaching setup. So all that is great if the season ends up in a fairy tale, right? Say for example, I don't know, Ruben Amorim, everything just starts clicking maybe by the third game or fourth game. Oh, we start off well. We start Arsenal with a win, and we go, unbeaten 15, 18 games. It's not impossible. It's not impossible, but all that leads to a very very beautiful, like, and probably lucrative show series on Amazon if Manchester United document that, and we could have made some money from this. Man United, uh uh um this deal was well in excess of 10 million pounds off. Like, it was in excess of 10 million pounds. Can you imagine 10 million? I don't know. Should we? Is this something? Is this the right decision? Because Ruben Amorim apparently opposed this, and Manchester United seemed to sort of like agree with Ruben. They aligned on the final decision for football, commercial, or timing reasons. Crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Was this a good decision, or was this just like a loss of 10 million? Best thing Amarim has done, really. AJ and others flock to Real Botswana.
Here we go.
Wrap up, yo, big up.
Best thing Amrin has done in his managerial tenure. We're
Why?
already a
Why? Why?
circus.
Why? Why, bro? This is
Well,
10
it's not
million,
worth
bro.
10 M's. It's not worth 10 M's. We're already a circus that's going to cause more tension in the dressing room. We're not like any other club. This all they want is to cause more drama with this all or nothing. Amrin is doing
Bro,
a
bro,
smart thing.
listen. The
Amrin is
drama.
doing a smart thing. At
Wrap
the end of
up,
the
wrap
day,
up, wrap up.
at the end of
Listen,
the day,
listen,
this
listen,
is
listen.
chess,
We,
not checkers. Because we already
we as
over-reported. They'll use that to bash us with. He's smart. We need to stay in-house. Fuck everybody else.
you concerned about
Fuck
bashing. We
everybody
want to
else.
win trophies. We want to rebuild. We need to earn money. We're broke, wrap up.
Yeah, but
This is
no, no,
a
but
10 million
this would
potential.
have been this would have been an expensive mistake in the long run.
Why?
Yeah? Because just not all money is good money. It's 10 M's. We can earn money somewhere else, get some money out somewhere else. We don't need the exposure of how inept we are and all of that nonsense. And then it'll be used to bash us and cause more stories and all of that.
All I'm saying,
Yeah,
wrap
that's
up,
the reality.
is
That's the reality.
a camera
But
in the
you know
dressing
what? You
room.
know what? You know what? Hey, you
What?
know what, bots?
What?
We could take it and then it just speeds up the process of him getting sacked. That's what it will do. So it's
No,
up to
no,
you.
no, 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 no,
It's up
no.
to you.
Wrap up.
He's smart. He knows there's a lot of pressure. We don't need some Amazon thing in the change rooms. Listen to every word. And everyone knows. Nah, f that, man. He needs to focus and fix up. Oh, he's getting sacked. You
Wrap
know
up,
what it is.
bro. You're not hearing me, bro. Like all I'm just saying is that like a camera in the dressing room, and in the
Not
on the
all
training
money's
ground
good
is not
money.
gonna
Not
change
all
anything.
money's good money.
The only
We're not
thing that
football
you
flag.
mentioned is I don't want to be bashed. You'll give the ops
No, it's not that.
content
Do you know?
pressure.
But I agree with him. The main thing is the change room should be sacred and not right now. We're not gonna be
Sacred.
football flags.
This is
We're not
not
gonna be like no,
1958,
no.
bro.
Listen. We're not gonna be like football slags like Arsenal, just doing anything, scrimping for money because we're so desperate.
Bro,
We can do that. We can
we
do
are
that later on.
so
We've got
why
enough
can
money.
we not pay the extra 5 mil from
No,
Boomer then?
listen.
Why can we
We
not
can
pay
do
that
that
extra
later
5 mil
on.
from Boomer?
We can get finance from somewhere else. We don't need to be football slags and put all our dirty laundry out in the
Okay,
public.
okay, but we're gonna
Allow
take
it.
our time and not raise funds. I
At
see
the end
how
of the day,
I
what's
see
10 million
whatever.
gonna do for us? What's
Huh?
10 million gonna do for us? You need to pay us more
10
money.
million,
100 million.
bro. Why?
I'm with
How
it.
much? Why
100
do you
million
think the Boomer deal is stalling right now?
because of the sins of the past and so still inept.
So
At the end of
yes.
the
So
day, listen.
how do we
No,
make
no.
make
Let's
up
not.
for the sins?
That Amazon, listen, that Amazon, we're not gonna have that money available just because we accepted it now. That money's gonna be in the back end. We're not gonna have that money available to spend just
That's
because we
what
accept
I'm
the contract
saying.
now.
10 mil now, 10
No,
mil
forget
10 months
that.
from now.
No,
It's
forget
still
that.
10 mil, bro.
We don't need any more. We don't need any distractions and nothing like that. Focus on coaching. Go back in the lab and figure it out, Amrin. Because right now we all know what's gonna happen. You're getting sacked. Yeah,
Wrap up.
you get that,
I
and you
hear
know it's
you.
true. 20% win rate. We don't need documentaries to document that. It's well documented. 20% win rate. We don't need a documentary to
Don't
know
you
that.
want to?
Yeah.
So okay. On that token, wouldn't you want to see him like how when he beat apparently allegedly he punched the TV monitors? You know, don't you want to see that? Don't you
I
want to see
don't
the
care about that.
reactions of
What
Luke
I want to
Shaw?
see,
Don't you want to see
what
the
I want to,
reactions? Don't you want to see that wrap
what
up?
I
Come
want to,
on, man.
no, no, no. What I want to see is good performances on the pitch. I don't give a shit about a documentary. That's not necessarily going to
Okay.
benefit us.
Yes. Well, it
Listen,
will
this.
benefit us
Bots. Did the
financially.
let me land this. Did the documentary help Tottenham out when they
It
did it
did
with Jose?
not, but I'm
Did
sure
it?
they got some
Well,
money
that's
from
what I'm
it.
saying. So forget
Financially,
all
it
that.
helped them.
Forget all
Okay.
that. As it stands,
Wait. Since you bring up Tottenham, uh, uh, um, it helped them financially,
no, it
and
didn't.
then
They got
no,
nowhere. They didn't do nothing. What did Jose do?
they got
They
some
didn't do
money off of
nothing.
Amazon.
They
They got
didn't
a
do nothing. They didn't spend on signings anyway. What are we doing here?
nah. They got
They
some
lost
money
it. They
on
lost.
Amazon, bro.
They, he got rid of Dele Ali, and they lost it. They lost the Carling Cup final,
Yeah,
League Cup final.
that's because Daniel
That's
Levy is a
it.
scrub. That's
Listen, bots. This is what's gonna happen. You can say you want this Amazon thing. Let's accept it, and then he gets sacked in the documentary. Beautiful days. Is that what you want? On the Amazon documentary, he gets sacked.
so
Yeah,
that's the
well
thing. Like
documented
that's
for
the
everybody
thing.
to see that.
You, bro, wrap up. That's what I'm saying, bro. You actually, you're agreeing with me, and you don't even know it.
I'm not.
I'm
I'm not agreeing
saying
with you. I
whether
think it's
whether
bullshit. It's a distraction.
no no
It's a
no no.
distraction.
If
No, no,
if
no. We need to.
if he
We
gets
can't
sacked,
escape
let
the
it be on
Rico.
camera. We want to see it on
No, no,
camera. If he wins
no.
a
We don't
trophy,
need to.
we want
Everything
to
doesn't
see
need
it
to be
on
on
camera.
camera. We're not gonna do shit. We just need
We're
to
gonna
focus on the
earn money
fundamentals.
from it anyway.
What 10 million? We're not gonna see that until probably like 3 or 4 years later, bro. We're not gonna. We're not. We can't use that 10 million to spend now. Let's be real. It's not worth it. I'm telling you. But if you want to, let's accept it. Put more pressure on your guy. This is your. I don't really care, to be honest with you. Let's have this documentary, and when we start getting caned in the season, we'll see
Okay.
how much he likes it. We'll see
Thank
how much
you.
he likes the documentary.
Thank you for agreeing with me.
I'm not
Let's
agreeing.
have
I'm not
the
agreeing with you. I'm
documentary.
not agreeing with you. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm
you
saying
are. You said let's have
I'm
the
saying it
documentary,
statistically.
bro.
Go on,
Let's have
have this
it.
documentary, and then when it comes in, I'm training. I'm working hard. I'm training the players, but we're still losing every week. I have one idea. I have one idea. He was 4-0. He was working hard, but we're still losing. Get the fuck out of my office.
Is that Amarin's voice? Hit the like button, y'all. That was it. We go again. Yeah. No, but that was incredible. Wrap up deserves a round of applause for that, man. Come on, man. Yo. This was this. No, but like, does he have a point, or like, where do you guys stand on this? I want to know your opinion. Tommy says, "Can you imagine all the prima donnas in the dressing room with a camera in there? The players' behavior would be even worse than it is already on social media." So you think, Tommy, a camera in the dressing room is gonna, like? What do you mean? Because that prima donnas, like, what? Explain it further, brother. I want to know why you say that. You know, the behavior would be worse than already it is on social media. Professor, what do you think about this point of view? What should we have a documentary, bro?
Before I'm gonna answer that, but before that, I want to say shout out to Newcastle.
Yes,
Thank you
yes,
for buying Elanga because we need that money, that selling clause. Shout out
yes.
to Newcastle. Selling clause. Thank you. Thank
Is
you.
it around the region of 8 mil or something like that?
I think when the last I heard was eight was 8.35, but I don't know the accurate number. But shout out to Newcastle. Thank you for buying Elanga. Seller clause, here we go.
Here we
Seller clause,
go.
here we go. People saw Elanga, here we go. I saw seller clause, here we go. Either Alvaro Fernandez or Carreras, you are next. Real Madrid, pay up. Here we go. Seller
Come
clause.
on, come on.
You are seller clause FC.
Sell on Class FC, bro.
Now back to this all or nothing. Listen,
Yeah.
I read the article. It said towards the end that Ruben and some executive said no because it would distract from the first team. Sir, just do the thing. Do the guy. I like why they want to ask him? Like this is you might say not an issue. Like, bro, you're a coach the team. Get out the way. Like the camera's gonna be there one way or the other. Like don't want to look at the camera. Do your thing. Like
Like,
I don't know why they have
what's
to.
the camera gonna do?
Exactly. What's gonna do is expose your one tactic that you've been using throughout that whole life. Say, listen, this is a new year. Like, bro, you do what you got to do. Like people have done their own. Arsenal did it. Spurs did it. United should be doing this year after year. Like,
Rep Up
are
says,
we? Are we? When people say we're Manchester United, are we Manchester United or not? Because we're the biggest team in the world. We should be doing this year after year. Year after year, there should be some behind the scene thing. I don't care if it's Amazon, Netflix, NBC, even your annual TV that you use. You don't even use that properly. You just use that to show some little like hey highlights. I don't care. Show some
Mm-hmm.
behind the scenes stuff. Show
Mm-hmm.
some behind the scenes. Like when Arteta was playing the You Never Walk Alone.
Yeah.
That's something I want to see. When Mourinho was fighting Dele Ali, like yo, bro,
Thank
they
you.
just sit together. That's the
Exactly.
stuff I want to see.
I,
So
I,
when you say Ganacho, you'll find a new club.
I mean,
I
you
want to
like,
see that.
come on, man, come on. You know what I mean?
This
Thank
this
you.
these this is money here. And again, they offer you 10 minutes. Listen, we are Manchester United. You either take that, deny that, or say, hey, I want more. I want more.
You.
20, that's easy 20 mil. And next year, Netflix, hey, you want to do this deal? Boom, another thing. You trying to make us like we're. This is the thing when people say, oh, we're a small club. I say we're a small club in football wise,
Yeah.
but commercial wise,
Yeah.
commercial wise, let
Yeah.
us sample Buebo. Watch the amount of Cameroon fans we're going to get.
Yeah.
Let us sample Buebo. Watch the amount of Cameroon fans we're going to get. I'm still
Yeah.
waiting for the South Asian player.
Yeah.
We do South Asian play. The last time we South Asian player, Jason Kagawa, what happened? The Asian market rises. So
Yeah.
you want to be commercial wise,
Mhm.
worldwide, we're number one. We're
Okay.
number one. Ain't no one topping that.
All right. All
Ain't no one
right.
topping that. So
I,
you put that on Netflix. Watch us fans from Nigeria, because
yeah.
Nigeria. Listen, let me tell you about Nigeria Netflix or Peacock.
Yeah.
They don't have the same thing we watch. They have to use VPN to watch what we watch, aka
Mm,
Love Island.
mm.
AKA Love Island. My wife watches Love Island in Nigeria,
You
but
said
she
your
has to
wife
use
what?
VPN.
What?
My
You
wife watches Love Island in Nigeria. She has to use VPN.
look at that. You can
She has
laugh.
to use VPN
Yeah.
because she wants to watch it. You think people that want to watch Manchester United will not use a VPN?
No, bro. I
They
like
will
that
not
you
turn
agree
their
with me.
generator on
And
and
I
watch
hear
and use VPN to watch Manchester United all or nothing on a
yo,
Monday.
yes, yes, yes. Come on. Thank
So
you.
when
Thank you.
Asia they will not use VPN, what are we talking about here? That deal should
Yo.
have been signed
Can
long time ago.
over
Pre
over
pre
thank you.
Fergie,
Thank
pre
you. Thank
Fergie,
you. Can
year
we
after year. I want to say all or nothing. Year
yes.
after year. What are we talking
Run
about?
run me the hair dryer hairdresser
The season is
hair
over in
dryer.
May. All or
Hair
nothing should
dryer
be out
all or
in July
nothing, bro.
1st. All
Yeah.
of us should be out July 1st. I should be watching it, waiting. When my team is doing preseason, have your preseason. I'm
Thank
watching
you.
TV.
Thank you. Thank you. Omar,
When
let's
September
conclude
come,
the
I'm
show.
watching you.
Can we conclude the show with this question real quick? Real quick. Noni Madueke to Arsenal. You think he would be a good buy for Arsenal? Like, will he be
Goodbye.
successful?
See, Arsenal has a problem.
Yeah.
They're going in for Gokares. I'm looking at Ateta like this is not an Ateta signing. Gokares is not an Ateta signing.
Ooh.
Sesko is an Ateta signing. Look, the players he's been buying. The players he's been buying is like players that he can't control.
Ooh.
Gokares, you cannot, bro. You don't give the ball. Listen, it's gonna be an issue there. It's
Yeah.
gonna be the issue. But none of Madueke, listen, he's just like, hey, Madueke come in and play. Like I don't get what. To tell the truth, I don't know what Arsenal is doing. Arsenal is helping
Yeah.
us team with the PSR. Hey, maybe we should sell some. Maybe we should sell some players to Arsenal.
You know, it's
Help our
funny you say
PSR.
that because I actually never understood what they were doing with Sterling, and I think now that
Sterling, Jorginho,
yeah. But now maybe Madueke would take the Sterling place. I don't know, but anyway.
and again, Chelsea's in trouble with FIFA. They got to sell 50 mil. Is what I read. I think.
Oh wow,
They gotta sell some amount of players. Them
wow,
and Villa, they have
wow.
to sell players. So I'm
Yeah,
like, people
yeah,
help each other with PSR. And Manchester United is just there.
yeah.
Also because of the wages. Our wages are too high. We're in trouble. We're in
Yo,
trouble.
yo, big up, Professor Omo. Thank you for calling in. Thank you to Wrap Up for calling in as well, guys. Thank you for hitting the like button. You're gonna be redirected to the Reckless Round Table, so make sure we go over there and just say Football Power Hour Raid or something. FPH Raid. That's what we should say. And go support the Reckless delegates over there. Abs is hosting it. And yeah, let's go tune in over there. Shout out to Doctor, by the way, as well in the building. Everybody that Percy, I saw you. Everybody that pulled up and gave their opinion on this. I'm curious what you honestly think. Rep Up was like saying, no, let's not do the Amazon documentary series. We don't need that exposure, that distraction. Omo was saying we should go for it. I'm also leaning towards we should go for it. It's an extra 10 mil. Like, why? What are we doing here? What's a little like camera gonna change? Little camera in the side of the room, in the corner of the room, and all the things. Think about all the conversations that Ruben Amorim had with Rashford, where it would be covered in the series. Think about the conversations with Ganacho. What how, like, oh man, everything. What do they say after Onana howlers? I want to hear all of that. Ruben Amorim and Onana meeting. Ah, come on, man. We can expose the leaks. Yeah, they'll see like our that was screwed at all in our club. But yeah, if you're just tuning in, big up yourself. Anthony Elanga to Newcastle. Here we go has just been announced, and yeah, next up is Madueke, possibly on the move to Arsenal. That one is not as advanced as where Alanga is effectively doing a medical in the next 48 hours. Man, big up to Newcastle. No leaks, no monitoring, no continue to remain focused. No, they just, hi, asking price. Okay, here's what we have. I think they put in another bid. They had a bid that was rejected, and then the second bid is the one that went through. So you know what, Newcastle, they're doing the business. So anyway, big up to them. I'm jealous, and I'm also scared, but big up to you again one more time. I appreciate you, and my name is Botswana. Just like that, we out of here. Peace. Will Alanga be a success? I think so. Will Madueke be a success if he goes to Arsenal? I don't think so. Anyway, either way,
We will be there. We will be there.
Football Power Hour.